One thing I've come to realize after leaving school is that you can learn so much stuff just from watching YouTube. Now, I know there are also courses on the internet and you can take courses and have structured training and learning. And whilst a lot of those courses are really good and helpful, there are so many courses out there that are also scammy. With YouTube, it doesn't cost you any money. You can watch whatever you want. And this is where you can start with watching a video about something productive, how to be more productive, and then just kind of go into the rabbit hole and end up watching Mr. Beast buying an island. Literally, that is the rabbit hole of YouTube. But if you use YouTube productively and effectively, you can actually learn quite a lot on YouTube. So in this video, I want to share with you my 5 top favorite YouTubers that I've been watching for years and years that have helped me know so much of the stuff I do know, run so many of the businesses that I run, but also, one of these YouTubers, or 2 of these YouTubers actually, motivated me to actually start my own channel, which is where we are today. I want you to be able to get the most out of YouTube rather than just falling into the rabbit hole of distraction that so many people do. Now, truth be told, these aren't small YouTubers and you probably know them already. So let me know in the comments down below if you've heard of any of these YouTubers that I'm about to mention, and if you have your own YouTubers that inspire you or help you or have drastically made a change in your life for whatever reason. Let me know in the comments down below. The first YouTuber is called Stefan. Now, Stefan is probably the main YouTuber that actually motivated me to start my own channel. He has a really cool channel. He's got just over 3 million subscribers at this point, and he does videos on the stock market, mortgages, property, credit cards, money saving, that kind of niche, right? The business kind of niche. And I find his videos incredibly insightful, and there is so much to learn. And you can tell from his videos that he's done a serious amount of research. He's not just one day being like, I'm going to talk about this, and starts talking about it. He makes sure to research his content, which you can really tell on the video. Now, as well as his main channel, he's also got a podcast, he's got a show, he's got a vlog channel, I think he's got 4 channels at this point, but I kind of really only mainly watch his main channel and a bit of his podcast, depending on who he's got on as a guest. Now, recently, he's been doing a lot more trendy news fluff pieces, which, look, isn't the worst thing. There's still a lot to be learned, and it's good to stay up to date with news and what's going on, especially with the stock market. But every so often, he comes out with a golden nugget video, which is like a light bulb after light bulb moment, and it can just be, life-changing, but it can be really informative. So I'm sure you've heard of Stefan, and I'm sure you've watched his videos, but if you haven't, definitely check him out, because he is definitely one of my top 5 favorite YouTubers. Now, one day, if I ever get to do a collaboration with him, that will be the dream. I don't even know how that's possible. I mean, I'm here and he's here, and I don't physically know how it's possible. Maybe we have to spam one of his videos with comments being like, collab with Shimmy, collab with Shimmy. I don't know. I don't quite know how small YouTubers are able to collaborate with such massive YouTubers, but some people do it, so there's got to be a way. I just haven't figured that way out yet, but he is definitely on my top list of the YouTubers I want to collab with. The next YouTuber is Abdul. Now, Abdul is probably one of those YouTubers that I've learned the most from. He's a very smart individual, went to Cambridge, studied medicine, and now he does YouTube. He does a whole bunch of different things, and I was actually going to make a reaction video to one of his videos where he talks about passive income, but then I watched the video in full, and I watched it twice actually, and I just realized everything he's saying is so spot on. There's not much to react to. You should just watch his video. But it's just, I think his videos are unique because you can tell, a bit like Graham as well, but you can tell there is so much research gone into each and every video, and they are just so incredibly helpful. Now, a lot of his videos are just, the latest tech video or something random or like a vlog, but every so often he does do, productivity video or an app video or something that is truly life-changing. And just to give you an example, I started using the app called Notion. Notion is like I don't even know how to explain it. It does everything. I organize my entire life with Notion. And I found out about Notion by watching his 25-minute video. So a 25-minute YouTube video, right, got me into using this app Notion. Since using that app, my entire life, my entire business, my entire planning and organization and structure of everything has drastically changed, but it's improved tenfold. It's gotten so much better just because of this app, and this is an absolutely mind-blowing app. I highly recommend checking it out. It doesn't cost anything. I think you can pay, but I don't think you have to. Either way, it's a brilliant app, and it kind of goes to show what just watching one YouTube video can actually do. I've changed my entire life and put it on this app, and everything's run through this app. And as well as that, I've actually told 3 other people about this app who now also use it, and they can attest it's drastically changed their life as well. It's crazy that you can get that much valuable knowledge, valuable information in just a free YouTube video. And that's kind of what I find with Ali's videos. I just find that, I don't watch every video every single day, but every so often I watch a video and it's just like, okay, wow. Like you've hit the nail on the head there. That's just exactly what I needed to know, and that's brilliant. Now, as well as all of that, he does a lot of book reviews. He recommends books. Half the books on my bookshelf are based on Ali's recommendations, and to this day, I haven't yet bought a book that he's recommended that I haven't liked, that hasn't had multiple light bulb moments, that hasn't taught me so much. And I mean, okay, right, I've got a book on my couch right now, storytelling. He mentioned this, I believe, in a video or a podcast or maybe an interview with someone. Yeah, it was with an interview with someone. And he mentioned it for like a couple of seconds. And it's a brilliant book. And literally, I just don't feel like he reads bad books. But yeah, so that's another reason why I love watching his videos, just because his book recommendations, and also he does book reviews. And that saves you sometimes reading the actual book, which can be really helpful. But I just find it amazing. Absolutely amazing. Now, I know I said Graham was up there in terms of who I want to collab with, but I would have to say one of the main people I want to do a collaboration with at some point, if possible, would be Ali. And I don't quite know how that would work. I mean, if you're watching this, then hit me up. I don't know how it works, but that would just be life-changing. And maybe like just a video where I can like kind of pick his brain on how he does stuff, how he stays productive, how he does YouTube and all the other things he's doing, because he's doing a lot of things. He's got a team. It would just be so useful, right? It will be so much knowledge in that interview, I feel, and that would just be super cool. So hopefully one day, that happens. But if you haven't heard of him, definitely go and check out his channel. There is so much to learn. Now, for this next YouTuber is called Andre Jick. Now, Andre Jick is one of those YouTubers. He's very similar to Graham, but he's one of those YouTubers where you can watch and immediately from the offset, you kind of realize that he is 100% legit. What he is saying, he practices what he preaches, he knows what he's saying, he is super smart, and he's not just making a video for the sake of making a video. He genuinely wants to help you. This radiator is flipping boiling. He genuinely wants to help you. He's just got some really, really good videos. He talks a lot about investing, stock market, dividends, crypto, and he's a genius with it. He's so smart with it, and that's kind of why I like watching him. Whenever I watch one of his videos, I learn something I didn't learn, right? It's always good information. So again, if you haven't heard of Andre Jick, then definitely check his videos out as well, because they're just mind-blowing. They're just so useful. Now, the next 2 channels are channels that aren't necessarily about business. They're more photography, videography, and that's because one of my most enjoyable things to do is video and take photos. I absolutely love it, and as soon as the world opens up again and I'm able to travel and take photos and videos, I'm going to be doing that. And these 2 YouTubers, right? First one is Peter McKinnon, and the second one is Chris Howe. Now, let me just start with Peter McKinnon. I'm sure you've heard of him. He's got millions and millions of subscribers. I absolutely love his videos. I've been watching him for years. I mean, I remember I was watching him when I think he was on probably less than 1 million subscribers. And the amount I've learned about photography, about camera gear, about, using Photoshop and just different things here and there, storytelling, how to shoot videos, B-roll, all these different things has been life-changing. I've used so much of what I've learned in my own videos, and I would have to say it's very much a dream job for me to be a full-time filmmaker, videographer, or maybe not full-time, but just a filmmaker, videographer. And I know I do YouTube, but it's not the same. And I have to say, with Peter's videos, it just makes it feel attainable, and he makes it relatable. And I've just learned so much from his channel. Besides all of that, he's also got one of the coolest studios ever, and it's a dream studio. Kind of jealous, but it's a super cool studio. And one thing I really do like about Peter is I see him collaborate with smaller YouTubers often, right? Or maybe not often, but I see that he has collaborated with much smaller YouTubers, and I just find that so cool. And I just feel like he's the type of guy that doesn't like say no. If it's going to be creative, it's going to be creating something. If it's going to be creative and cool and a fun job, he'll do it, right? He doesn't look at numbers and go, oh, you're not big enough, I'm sorry, I don't have enough time for you. He just genuinely sounds like a really nice guy. So if you're into video, into photography, into a bit of fun, on his channel just to learn something, then definitely go and check him out, because his videos are full of creativity and they're just so cool. And he leads straight on to Chris Howe, and I actually found Chris Howe. He's more of a recent YouTuber that I've found out about, and I found him through Peter McKinnon. They did a collaboration together, and then I looked up Chris's Instagram. I then started watching some of his videos, and I just really like his style of video. He also does photography, filmmaking, and that kind of stuff, and he's incredibly talented. Let's just say that. I mean, that's a given, right? He's an amazing photographer, filmmaker, but he also is very helpful when it comes to camera gear. He's very helpful when it comes to just seeing how someone does something and learning from it. It's very cool. And I would say out of all the YouTubers, he's probably like the funniest, the most quirky. He's got the most interesting video style, and I don't know, I find his videos really enjoyable, and I think you would find them very enjoyable as well, even if you're not super into photography or videography. They just relate to everyone. So if you're on the hunt for, a new YouTuber, an old YouTuber, whatever YouTuber, if you want to learn something from YouTube, I would definitely recommend checking out these 5 YouTubers. There is so much you can learn, and like I said, I have learned so much in the 8 years since I left school. It drastically changed my life. And when I first started watching YouTube, I wasn't watching any of these 5 YouTubers. But out of all the YouTubers I've watched, these 5 have impacted my video, my life, my productivity, the way I work, the businesses that I currently run. They've impacted them the most, and I thought I would share that with you because I want you to be able to get the most out of YouTube, right? And this is the way I think you can do it. Now, if you already watch any of their videos, let me know in the comments down below. And if you have another YouTuber that's inspired you, changed your life, done something super useful for you, then let me know in the comments down below. I'm always on the hunt to find new YouTubers that can inspire the next phase of my life. Now, I'm still watching these 5 YouTubers, but I'm always looking for new YouTubers. I'm always learning. I'm trying to constantly learn new things. One of my biggest goals would be to collaborate with one of these 5 YouTubers, and I have no idea how that's physically possible. I don't know how to do that. I don't even know how to get into contact with some of these YouTubers. I mean, I obviously watch their videos, I leave comments on their videos, I look at their Instagram, I leave comments on Instagram, all that kind of stuff. I don't know how to collaborate with them, but if that day ever came where, one of them watched this video, or they, somehow saw something I made, it would just be life-changing to be able to collaborate with one of these YouTubers. So yeah, I mean, that would just be super cool. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this useful. I hope, you watch some of these other YouTubers and get inspired, just like I've been. That's the aim of this video, and hopefully I'll see you in tomorrow's video.